Hello, this is Monster Crafts, and today we're going to be looking at a mixture of Lego and pipe cleaner, the Bionicle Strakk. This type of craft is something I like to do when I don't want to make a entirely new idea out of pipe cleaners. So I'll take existing parts of something and I'll just expand that over to a larger form. What I did here was I took the shoulder pieces, the head piece, and the axe here, and I copied that design and I spread it over to a larger form. The idea was to create something big and solid, like a glacier. So it's very, inverted triangle shape going up this way. So think like a bodybuilder. Going specifically into the design, it starts at white and then it travels upwards. It ends in blue pieces that spike upward. It's asymmetrical. So it's not, if you're going down the center here, it's not an even design of these blue spikes here, which I had a lot of fun doing because I didn't have to keep track of it while I was making it. Not even the fingers are the same on both sides. So on the right hand side they're a little bit longer, it's a little bit shorter. The reason is I just didn't care to correct it. Now for this craft I didn't make a build video because it was very simple, but I drew this skeleton here to give us a rough idea of what's underneath. So here, the main body is composed of these two triangles, obviously one upside down, very large here, and then a smaller one right here. And then the arms, we have wire running all the way through here, and then we have wire running through the legs right here. This says in the fingers here there's wire, but there's not. This is just normal pipe cleaner. And the wire used was this right here. So it was two layers of this. Here for the arms, and then here for the legs, and then just a single for the upper body, and then the triangle in the lower body. And then there was one that went through here. So looking at the figure this way, we have wire running through right here. And then you can see a little bit of the imprint right here where there's wire. And that was create like a chest cavity which you can put foam into. And there's also foam, I didn't cover all up, but it's visible in the arms right here. So it's visible there in these little pockets here that are forming the joints. There's no wire inside the neck here. This is purely a Bionicle piece. As you can see with the head attached, I'm not familiar with the names of Bionicle pieces, but it just goes through a piece of wire that runs through here. This creates a little bit of movement. Not a whole lot this side to side, but the head is on the ball joint there. Going over flexibility of the craft, total range of motion in the arms here. Go up that far, you can really squeeze them, so it doesn't seem to warp the skeleton at all. For the arms, because it's a joint system, so you have a circle here and a circle here. It's meant to bend right here when applying pressure. So when I do that, it always will bend at that elbow joint. So that is, as you imagine, a human elbow. I've not had much issue with this kind of design where the wire seems to handle the stress quite well. I imagine if you have enough torque on it and you really twist it all the way around, eventually it will have issues, but that's why we do double layers of wire. That seems to really help the design. And then not any flexibility in the chest here. This is pretty solid. This is meant to just be one big piece, but it does have a little bit of, I guess not. There is no hip flexibility, turns out. This is one big piece, although it was designed as two triangles right here and then here. It's been really overcovered and it's not going to be giving any, which is fine. But then these legs are one piece, so these are also a joint system. So going over that, applying pressure, yeah, that's where the joint is. You can see where there's the wire circle is right here. Another one is right here. These are a bit less agreeable than up here. That's probably because of the spacing in between the joints or some other reason. I really thought about it. The legs are kind of an after issue. They're just meant to support the weight of the craft, which they do. And then another leg like that. Beautiful spread. These pieces aren't really meant to go anywhere. They're just tied to the biceps right here, so not going anywhere. These spikes are just juttering out. They're not meant to do much, but you know, they can take pressure here and there. They can be folded and then return back to its shape. And then going over the hand here. So within this hand, I put a little piece here that will insert and hold the axe right here. You can close that hand up. And again, just like the other joint, applying pressure, it bends at one location rather than others, and you can get full flexibility with that, with the arm, kind of think how you would a normal human body. And on the back, we just have this little piece here that's tied in, and what that does, it just is meant to hold the axe. So it clicks in right there. It will stay in place, so the axe can remain on the figure and it not be in the hand. So it's pretty nice. And also plays into the asymmetric nature, because over here we have this side has the blue parts, and over here is pretty open, so I thought, oh, that'd be a good place to put the axe. So works out pretty well. On the screen right now, I'm going to be showing poses it can do in various positions. I guess the big question is this considered a mock, or is it considered a pipe cleaner craft? Why use so few pieces of Bionicle parts in a project versus so many pipe cleaners? Where do you draw the line? Well, the whole idea behind these was to take these unique pieces, these designs of the mask and other pieces, and then create a whole form based off that design, because it saves Bionicle parts. I can reuse them if I ever do want to go into Bionicles, and then gives me a direction to make things out of pipe cleaners. You know, a pre-established color and design. But it doesn't feel like a totally original idea, because it's not, because you're borrowing very heavy from a pre-existing IP. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. I think the next one is going to be either about a Transformer I've been working on, or another Bionicle craft like this, or because the new Godzilla movie was just announced, we got the trailer for -1, so I might do a talking video like this over a previously made Godzilla craft, you know, just to cash in on that. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you.